Yeah, I get right to the racks. Then I make that shit back. Run up on me, get shot in the back.
It's your 50 Scott man. Bring it. Guys, so we got Pops. We're back out west. Tell me we got the tragic story of Lul Tys. This is sad news, man.
Yeah, Lul Tys. Go check out our first. Excuse me. We have a reaction to one of his songs, right?
Yeah. Go
check that out. Welcome to this channel. If it's your first time tuning in, this is a special channel, father and son combination. And the situation here is that we're here to keep hip hop alive and cover different cultures from around the world. So we don't waste your time. Always tune in, check in with us, because our channel's lit. So request, we react.
Subscribe. Bro, you forgot.
Subscribe, request, and then we react. I'm sorry, I'm 67 years old. Y'all be having brain fart.
I'm not gonna lie, it's very important that we do Lul Tys because the dude is a legendary, I feel like, in the Sacramento scene, and we don't really know what his affiliation, like, we know, like, you guys say in the comments, but we don't know what was his story. Like, we did Briss, go check that out. We did Stockton's documentary. We did CML versus Mozzie and covered that atmosphere, excuse me.
Right.
So, we gotta see what's going on with the TYS.
It's so rich. Our channel's so rich with good stuff.
I know, right? And what TYS song should we do next after the documentary? I like to do documentaries that follow up maybe with a song. And let us know what documentaries we do next.
One last thing.
Also, Hip Hop Daily is really good. He did the tragic story of Briss. I think we should do that too. My fault.
We'll do that too. If you have a really good friend, share this video with them.
Nah,
no more talk. No more talk.
It's all right too. No more talk.
TYS was on his way up in the rap game and made history in the industry. But he was tragically killed right before he blew up and took everything to the next level. It's a wild and brutal story, and today we're breaking it all down. Lul Tys was raised in Sacramento in a neighborhood called Northgate. It's one of the most active areas in the city, and Tys said in an interview that growing up there was wild because of everything he saw. Tys' mom and dad weren't really around when he was a kid, so he just made his own lane and had to learn how to move in the streets. He didn't want to air all of his street business during interviews, but Tys got active at an early age and spent a lot of time locked up. Tys said he was in and out of juvie all the time as a kid. The first time he got booked was for evading arrest and selling a little weed.
So I just realized he's Mexican, so what is he? Is he a Norte then? Or what is he? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but I know it's kind of crazy how the kids fall into the system like it's normal to be in and out of juvie and stuff. Like, that's not normal, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, stop pretending like that shit is normal. I know you're around your friends and some of them, that's their life, but don't let that be your life. And if that is your life, you got time to turn it around.
It's also sad, though. Like, you see the same repeating cycle of him having no parents and leading to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like, it's crazy.
Word.
The first time he got booked was for evading arrest and selling a little weed.
Oh, wow.
Then he came out and started kicking in doors and robbing houses. And his second arrest was for burglary and another weapon case. There were a few probation violations that got him locked up for a few months at a time. And before he turned 18, he'd already been to juvie 10 times. Tys was really nice at baseball and could have taken it far, but getting in so much trouble with the cops caused issues at school too. One time after he finished his juvie bid, Tys tried to go back to school, but they kicked him out and pushed him even deeper into the streets. He said that he wished he wasn't in the streets at all and had just gone professional with sports to make legit money. But unfortunately, that's not how it went down, and he ended up dying in the trenches. The area where Tys came up has a lot of gangs, but he repped the Nortes. The Nortes, or the Norteños, are a Hispanic gang that started out in the California prison system. Back in 1968, Hispanic prisoners in California split into two major groups, the Norteños, aka Northerners, and the Serreños, aka Southerners. The Nortes are also under a massive Mexican-American crime family called Nuestra Familia, and the Serreños are affiliated with the Mexican Mafia. The Mexican Mafia was created to protect Mexican-Americans inside prison, but then some of them started abusing.
Wow, that's crazy. So, he explained it in depth. I kind of like Hip Hop Daily because he explained it a little depth.
Yeah, he's breaking it down.
So, he was a Norte, but I feel like, didn't he have, like, black ops and stuff like that? No pun intended, not the game black ops, but how does that work? Like, so Norte's dudes beef with black ops?
Quite possibly. And you know, you have the M16, the M is for the Mexican Mafia, so it's like, it's really deep, I guess.
13, isn't it? 13?
MS-13, yeah. Sorry, I said MS-16.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a gun. My bad.
The Mexican Mafia was created to protect Mexican Americans inside prison, but then some of them started abusing Hispanic dudes from the north, and that's what sparked the deadly war that's been going on for decades.
Oh, wow.
Some crews just focus on getting money, but the Nortes are known for taking out anyone who gets in their way. Back in 2005, a Norte affiliate named Andres Reyes was standing outside a liquor store with a rifle when the cops showed up. He wasn't gonna go down easy though and started letting off shots. Reyes killed one cop and hit another, and the police called in a SWAT team to take him out. Reyes was actually a U.S. Marine who served in Iraq, but the cops said he was repping the Nortes the entire time.
Wow.
We covered this. You don't remember. We covered this because That dude was trained military, and if you watch that video, he circles around. They're taught that in the military to constantly stay. Like, he'll shoot and then move. If you watch the video, because he's trained for combat.
But he probably had a lot of PTSD from the war and stuff.
Absolutely,
like that.
there was something going on there. But yeah, I remember that we did a video reaction to that. We might have had to take it down because sometimes it gets kind of weird in his
But
world.
maybe you saw that in your own time.
U.S. Marine who served in Iraq, but the cops said he was repping the Nortes the entire time.
wow.
Then in 2013, a Norte named Giovanni Pacheco shot up a Mexican restaurant in Salinas, California. 7 people got hit during the shooting, and 3 of them ended up dying.
You never
there.
hear about Mexicans shooting anything up. All they do is fucking shoot up the fucking construction site because all they do is work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
Wow.
You always think of, when you think of Mexicans, you think of hardworking people.
People were individuals, I would say, for sure.
Yeah. You don't think of like gangbanging. At least not here on the East Coast. So maybe on the West Coast it's just crazy.
In Salinas, California. 7 people got hit during the shooting, and 3 of them ended up dying from their wounds. Lul Tys was repping the Nortes, but he also had his own crew he started with some homies back in the day called Take Your Shit, and that's where his rap name came from. Tys hopped up to Porch early, but he always knew he wanted to make it in the music industry. He started making his own songs as a kid, but after he got active in the streets, he was focused on making money. After he turned 18 though, Tys realized he needed to switch up how he moved. Every time he got booked in juvie, it was only for a couple months. But he knew that when he turned 18, the charges would start getting a lot more serious. He hopped in the booth and started taking rap more seriously. But he still needed a way to make money while he was working on music. Tys dropped his first video around 2018, and it racked up over 20K views in no time. He ended up deleting it over some gang politics he never really talked about though. He didn't come back to the rap game until October 2020.
Oh, wow.
He didn't have any kind of deal or anyone helping him push the music, but Tys still racked up over 300K views on the first official video he dropped. Popping off like that ain't easy, and it was clear from the jump that people were rocking with his style. Hitting 300K was crazy.
And I also
Tys
feel like
never
that Mexican background helps a lot. Like if you're Mexican, bro, the Mexicans support other Mexicans. It's very big.
Love the style. The $300 is crazy.
The way he's narrating.
Hiphopdaily talk like this.
Yeah, he narrates
funny.
But I think Tys had a lot of potential. But how old was bro? I don't know. Like how old is he?
Yeah, give us an age of timeline.
From the jump that people were rocking with his style. Hitting 300K was crazy, but Tys never expected what happened next. A month after he came back to the music game, Tys dropped a track Straight Bars and leveled up in a big way.
We did that, I think.
It blew up immediately and ran up crazy numbers, and now it's sitting at
Yeah.
over 6 million views on YouTube. Tys
Remember?
didn't talk about what
It's Tys in the building, in the back,
Was it sitting in the car? That song was fire. That was our
crazy
introduction to him.
numbers.
Word.
And now it's sitting at over 6 million views on YouTube.
That's crazy.
Tys didn't talk about what went down the streets in interviews, but he wasn't afraid to air it out in his music. Like on the track Afterlife, when he raps, "You miss your partner, you can see him in that afterlife. The sucker died, we trying to creep up in the candlelight. You scared to dribble, you is not no real stepper. Every time we off a sucker, swear it make me feel better.
Oh, shit.
And we know y'all isn't no drillers, y'all ain't never popped a thing. So quit playing, could die over the shit that you be saying.
Oh, wow.
I lost my brother on some fuck shit, it's been driving me insane. It's not clear how much pressure Tys was putting on the ops in the streets, but he definitely had some crazy situations going on. One time he was throwing hands with an op and was allegedly winning the fight, but then the other dude pulled out a strap and pistol whipped Tys in the face. He went live on IG right after it went down to talk about
shit.
it, and even though his face was all busted up, he still clowned the op for having to use his gun. Tys allegedly rapped about it too on the track 20 and said, "And ain't nobody ever pressed me, ain't nobody going to. Getting into it with suckers, but you know they ain't gonna shoot. Walk away, you going out, so tell me what you gonna do. They might have caught me lacking once, but that's the shit you go through."
Yo, that's crazy because why would you even go live? Like a lot of people be humiliating themselves. You seen before Frosty the Snowman, he went live after he got shot in the hospital in LA. I'm not going live. You're not gonna hear from me. I'm gonna come back strong. Maybe put out a song.
You
to
just
this.
recover.
But how do you feel about that? It's just the internet, right? It's all clock.
Yeah,
nowadays.
these dudes are made out of iron nowadays, bro. These people don't got no feelings.
But I kind of like. I feel like Pops over time. He always been like, yeah. It's very interesting how everything's recorded nowadays. Like,
Yeah, y'all live an interesting life.
you don't
Like,
hate it. It's weird.
I'm the type of dude that if I'm fighting and then I see you recording me, I'm punching you in the face. I'm punching the dude with a camera on their face. Record that. Bang! Then get back to this.
Yeah, because like now you're trying to.
That's me, personally.
Because you feel like that person's trying to humiliate you if you get knocked out or if you get hurt.
Yeah, you should be recording me.
Yeah, that's true.
Not if I could get to you.
Word.
Nobody going to. Getting into it with suckers, but you know they ain't gonna shoot. Walk away, you going out, so tell me what you gonna do. They might have caught me lacking once, but that's the shit you go through. After TYS got his name buzzing in the area, he signed a deal with Empire and broke the record for having the biggest deal for any Hispanic artist from Northern California. Even though he was making moves in the industry, TYS still had a lot of drama in the streets. And that's when his management brought him to LA to cool off for a while. They put TYS up in a mansion, and he lived there for a couple months and kept working on his music. TYS was doing everything right and trying to really take his career to the next level. But unfortunately, he still ended up going back to Sacramento, and that's what got him killed.
But you always gotta go back eventually. Like, it's sad to say, but like, I was thinking about that too with the New York Jews. I'm like, damn, what if like I had enough money? Like, I'll take one of these little kids out here and just try to take them away from the hood or something like that. But it's like, it's harder than you think, bro. A lot of people can't fund it. If you're not making enough money to fund that.
And it's hard when you're young, you kind of don't listen.
Yeah.
And you only know what you know, right?
Yeah.
So he gonna go back to Sacramento, Stockton or whatever, back to his hood just to show like, I'm not soft.
And you have family, bro. So you have business out there.
Your family, yeah, your business.
Like, that's where you from, bro. Like, a lot of people are like, come on, bro, I'm from here. How you gonna say I can't come?
And, you know, sometimes you think you can go in real quick and out real quick.
We've seen it over and over, and people are still dying, bro.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. That shit got crazy.
But unfortunately, he still ended up going back to Sacramento, and that's what got him killed. In May 2022, Lul Tys was outside his apartment in Citrus Heights when shots started going off. Nobody knows exactly what happened, but rumors say a dude named Tony Diaz tried to rob TYS and up the strap first. Both of them got hit, but TYS tragically couldn't recover and was found dead at the scene. At first, the cops said that TYS and Diaz knew each other, but TYS's family says that's all cap. The district attorney decided to not press murder charges because Diaz claimed self-defense.
What?
He pleaded no contest to a gun charge and only got hit with a 180-day sentence in county jail.
Wow.
Then a year later, Diaz got caught with a bunch of guns and ammo after the cops raided his crib. And TYS's mom, Stephanie Lopez, said that Diaz is going to end up killing someone else because the cops never really tried to take him off the streets. What makes the situation even worse is that TYS's family didn't get any assistance from the DA. Victims of violent crime can get up to $70K to help pay for medical and mental health services.
Yo, that guy got away with that.
Yeah. And then he got scooped up on some other shit. Because he run that street. He in that street.
This is like the third or fourth story we did of documentaries, and we've seen that dudes are getting away with murder, like self-defense cases in Cali. And at least in North Cali, per se. I don't think Southern Cali has
it's just like our third or fourth one where we're like, there's a shooting and people dying, and
niggas is not going to jail for that.
Niggas is not going to jail for that shit. It's crazy. Not in New York, you're going to jail for that shit.
Word.
Over here, they locking you. They throwing you under the jail.
Yo.
LA's all crazy.
So they don't know what happened? So how they don't know what happened? There's no cameras, and also people snitch and tell. So TYS was getting robbed, and then he shot back at least.
And it was in the comments before for the other reaction we did. People explained in the comments they tried to rob him, and he shot the dude that was robbing him.
Yeah.
But I guess he shot him.
At the same
self-defense, blah, blah, blah.
Victims of violent crime can get up to $70K to help pay for medical and mental health services, funeral costs, and lost wages. But since Diaz was never charged with murder, they never got help with any of that and had to pay out of pocket for everything. It's still not clear why Tony Diaz murdered Lil Tys, but rumors say it had something to do with the last thing Tys posted on Instagram. He posted on his story and was offering $30 for someone to print something out and bring it to him. Then he asked if any women wanted to be in a music video with him and told him to hit him up if they were interested. Some people think that Tys got in touch with Diaz about getting the paper printed out, and that's how Diaz got his address and decided to rob him.
No.
But according to a detective with the Citrus Heights PD, Diaz and Tys didn't have any messages on their phone or through social media at all. So the cops said, all of this info led us to believe the knowledge Diaz had of Jacob was primarily through Jacob's rap career and following via the post Jacob made. Being a rapper is a dangerous job. You never know who's watching your page and thinking about hitting a lick on you. And the more famous you get, the bigger the target on your back is. Lil Tys had the skills and momentum to make it far in the industry. But tragically, he lost his life before getting the chance to really make it.
Yeah, especially as a Mexican rapper, he would have been huge. He has that that white boy look, that white boy feel. So a lot of people like that too, to see people of like Caucasian skin tone to make it.
He had the look and he had the talent.
Wow, he would have been big.
It's rare.
But yeah, man, Lul Tys, rest in peace. What would you? I mean, how do you feel about this video? It's good, right?
I think it's dope. It's very informative. Thanks for tuning in. We out here.
And I know how it gets, so I gotta stay low now, move my knot. I don't trust no nigga, I don't trust no man, ain't no friends, everybody get shot. You never know how nigga gon' throw, I'm hitting the flow with a couple of shots.